Okay, are you guys ready for a nice long discussion about fragrances? What are we going to talk about? Fragrances in my collection that I feel are great for the classic man. What is a classic man? You know, older gent, no nonsense, doesn't want the fruitiness or the playfulness, just he wants his fragrance to be straight to the point. I found 12. You want to know what those 12 are? Meet me on the other side of this intro and we're going to get right to it. See you in a second. What's going on, everybody? That's right, you guessed it. It is your boy, Trey Sense. Listen, got a little video, a little review, a little discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. But before we get into this review, got a little business I got to take care of with you. Need a few things from me, 3 or 4 things. It's simple, quick, and free. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video, and I need you to sub to this channel. And after you sub to this channel, I need you to hit the icon bell so you get all notifications every time anything goes on here. You never know, I may even go live. If I do, you'll know. So now that we've got that out of the way, I want to talk to you about some fragrances in my collection that are good fragrances, but they're not for everybody. They're not for the weak at heart. They're strong, they're masculine, they're to the point. Some would even say aggressive, but I like them. And I think they smell good. And honestly, we're coming into that time of the year to wear these fragrances. No further ado, let's get right into it. The first one on this list is one, and it is a flanker from a very popular men's fragrance. Well, it was popular in the 80s and in the 90s. That fragrance is Quorum. Well, this is Quorum Silver. And this one is just a little bit fresher, more woody take on the original. Nonetheless, this also, that atomizer, that thing sprays out. This is a good smelling fragrance. And you see what the levels are on it. I've worn this many times. This is one I reach for on those cold, dreary winter days because there's something about it that's just warm, semi-refreshing and masculine. Very easy to wear fragrance, nice and woodsy. And did I also mention that the majority of these fragrances on this list are cheap? With the exception of one. I think it may get a little pricey, maybe 2. But most of them are inexpensive and real easy to find. So Quorum Silver. This is a nice, again, woody, masculine, mature, warm, inviting type of scent. Would I wear this on a date? Absolutely. Especially if it was one where we were cooking and staying in. It just has this appeal about it that just makes you want to cuddle. It's just, you know, no bones about it. Smooth, but yet masculine. It doesn't smell cheap. I'm not gonna say it's non-offensive. It does have some punch to it, which all of these fragrances on this list do. They all have a little bite because they got a lot of masculinity to them. And this is no exception. Quorum Silver, nice, smooth, woody, but masculine fragrance. Okay, where to go now? Let's go here. This next one on this list is from one of my favorite companies, houses. It is Ellis. This fragrance right here, when I got it, it was $12 to $15, and this is a 50 ml. As my boy Cheap said, you need to cut on airplane mode, but I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna miss something if I cut before on airplane mode. Anyway, this is a clone, in my opinion, of Dolce&Gabbana, the original. Per Homme is what it is. Much cheaper, very similar scent, especially in the dry down. Now, this is a no-nonsense type of fragrance. It is a little bit sweet, and it does smell modern, if that makes any sense. It doesn't smell old or dated. And this is one that I think any age group can wear. I could see somebody in their 20s wearing this fragrance. I could even see somebody in high school wearing it. Now, it is appropriate for what I think or consider as the classic no-nonsense type of guy. And I think he would like it, and I think he would smell good wearing it. Just saying. I know I like it. Trying to see where the levels are on this bottle, as you cannot see through it. I think it's about halfway full, and I've had this bottle for years. I used to see this out in the rag stores all the time, but I haven't in a while. But if I do, I will definitely pick up a backup bottle. And I have dolce&gabbana per Homme. I have one of the old school bottles with the sticker on it, not the writing, and they do smell different. Hate to say it, reformulation, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, this smells like the old school version of dolce&gabbana per Homme. And that is Ellis Portfolio Green, if I did not say that. And I don't think I did. Okay. Where are we going next? This next one is a classic. They've been making it since the 80s. And it's just a great fragrance. And if you're a no-nonsense type of guy, but you still want to smell good, you've got to have this in your collection. Everybody's had it in their collection at one point. It needs no introduction. It is Drakkar Noir. And it is a good smelling fragrance. It really is. Classic, timeless, barbershop type of scent. To me, this is one that can be worn in the summer, but I never reach for this on a summer day. I just don't. I've got too many others. The only time I even think about this fragrance is when it's cool out. Yeah, I love it. It is a great smelling scent, great smelling fragrance. It took me a while to grow into this one. This is one as a young guy I did not like. I don't know. To me, even when it came out, it smelled dated. That's just my opinion. But now that I'm older, I can respect it for what it is, and I think it's a timeless classic. I will keep it in my collection. And guys, fellas, gents, if you want something that gets attention of women, I'm telling you, this is one that will do it every single time. If you talk to a female that is not into fragrances at all, just won't say, man, to smell good, I guarantee you this is one of the ones that will come up. They know Drakkar. I mean, it's like chicken. Whether you like Popeyes, Church's, KFC, or whatever, KFC is going to come up. Whether it's your favorite or not, you're talking about chicken, KFC is going to come up. I guarantee it. Or Chick-fil-A, one of those two. So this is the KFC Chick-fil-A of Cologne. Everybody knows it. Everybody's had it. And it's for a reason. Very popular fragrance. Very good fragrance. Drakkar Noir. And I caught that little bottle on clearance at Burke's. That's about all I need of it. Just don't need a lot of it. I actually have 2 bottles of it. From the house of Geoffrey Beene. This is Eau de Grey Flannel. Eau de Grey Flannel. This one just has a nice, clean, fresh, slightly watery, sort of masculine type of scent. And you see where the levels are. Now don't get this confused with the original Grey Flannel. I haven't quite grown into that one yet. But this one, I like. And again, you see the levels. I have worn this many, many times. Again, this is sort of a fresh masculine though. This is one that could be worn in the spring or the summer. It just has that something about it. It's slightly watery, slightly aquatic, just a little bit. A little bit of spice, a little bit of woods, a lot of masculinity. Eau de Grey Flannel, and this one is cheap. I used to see it also a lot, but honestly, after COVID, fragrances that were readily available, I just don't see it anymore. You know, this was, except for Nautica. The OG Nautica seems to always be in abundance. It and Voyage. I guess they just made a quadrillion gallons of that stuff when they made it because it's everywhere. But fragrances like this that I used to see just sitting on the shelf with the box half open, you don't see anymore. But nonetheless, this is a nice, clean, fresh, masculine scent that I think does exactly what it's supposed to do. And let's get you smelling good. Okay, let me pick out another one. Let's go old school. From the 80s, like early 80s. It is Bijan Men. What do you get with this one? Like a bitter Italian orange. Or lemon, I'm sorry. Which one? Lemon, not orange, lemon. It's just kind of dry. And I'll spray it on. I'm not afraid to. I don't really like this bottle design, especially this big white golf ball. I mean, I think that's ridiculous. Not a whole lot of alcohol there. A very well made fragrance. The old school fragrances like this have a lot of notes. But the one thing I pick up, I think that's Italian lemon. It's a very dry but natural smelling lemon. It's not a leathery fragrance. It's not, I know lemon, but it's not a fruity fragrance. It doesn't smell like dryer sheets or cotton candy or anything like that. Ain't no 95 South here. It's just straight to the point, clean, masculine with that little bit of citrus. But again, it's not a playful citrus. It is a masculine citrus. You smell it throughout the entirety of the fragrance. It's very dominant. And it does smell good. I like it. But again, this is one I probably would not have worn 20 years ago. I just wouldn't have. But now, and as you see, you get a pretty good indication of where the levels are on it. So I've sprayed it on. That's Bijan Men. That is a nice little fragrance. Okay. This one, another one that's a classic. It needs no introduction. To me, it smells good. And it is Versace's Dreamer. I really do like this fragrance. Again, powdery, masculine, potent to the point. Does not take a lot, but man, that smells good. If Versace would re-release this fragrance in an EDP form, some kind of way, and maybe add just a touch of blue to it, I think it'd be a masterpiece. But nonetheless, I think this is a rock star of a fragrance. I would probably give this 4 out of 5 stars. To me, it just does everything that you want a fragrance to do. Especially on a cold day when you're reaching for a sweater and a toboggan, or a beanie, whatever you call them. This thing is beautiful. It performs beautiful and it smells beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. To me, it just smells like a no-nonsense type of guy. That's just what it smells like to me. Versace's Dreamer. And again, that's an inexpensive fragrance. I see that all the time at TJ Maxx, still in abundance. Okay, where do I want to go now? Let's do this one. Classic barbershop type of scent. And this fragrance to me is the definition of barbershop. It took me a while to warm up to it when I first got it because it was a little much for me even when I first got it. And it is from the house of Dunhill, and it is Dunhill Man. The original. They make 2 Dunhill Mans. One is in a bottle sort of like Prada Amber. That's a great smelling fragrance as well. That one is similar to the new Prada Luna Rossa Ocean. This one is similar to a barbershop in 1929. Is the vibe I get from it. But again, you see the levels. I've worn this fragrance many times. That's nice. Nice. Masculine, powdery, lavender type of fragrance. This just smells good. And again, the colder, the better. That's just the way I feel about this fragrance. 45, 50 degrees outside, gloomy. This is the type of stuff I want to reach for. There's no nonsense. It smells good. It smells very masculine. And to me, the masculinity invokes confidence. It's just a very masculine, confident type of fragrance to me. And I like it. I like it a lot. But it still smells good. Does it smell a little bit dated? Possibly. But yet it smells good and it performs good. Dunhill, man. The only thing I don't like about this fragrance is this ridiculous cap. Okay, I got 4 more. 5 more. Man, I did 12. Yeah. I did do 12. I hope I didn't say a number at the beginning because a more modern fragrance, and this is a flanker to an OG. This is Azzaro's Per Homme Intense, and this one is a good one as well. I pick up on a little bit of coffee, maybe some amber, something in the fragrance. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm always trying to find that atomizer. I hate when they put a black sprayer and the hole where the juice comes out is black because you cannot see it. At least I can't. Anyway, I'm trying to spray this thing. I think I just found it. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. It's masculine. It's probably a little bit more playful than the rest of the fragrances on this list. And did you ever think you would say that about an Azzaro per Homme flanker? That it was playful? But it is. It's got something in it that kind of reminds me of a warm cake, a warm pie, or something like that, with a little bit of spice. Again, very masculine, a little bit leathery, a little bit spicy, very easy to wear, an inexpensive fragrance. That smells good as it's lighting up this room. Very easy to wear fragrance. I like it a lot. It's not basic, it's not boring, it has personality, it has body. I think anybody can pull this off, any age can pull this off. I like it. Azzaro per Homme Intense, I really do. And it was inexpensive. I think I paid $16 for that 30 mil, maybe it's a 30 mil. This next one has been around for a long time, and the way I understand it is it was two friends that made this fragrance. I think one named Paul and one named Sebastian. Paul Sebastian Fine Cologne for Men. And this is one that to me is a timeless classic. And again, I'm telling you, you see the levels on this stuff, guys. I wear these fragrances, I really do. And I kind of got a thing for this one because of that gold atomizer. I ain't even gonna lie about it. Nonetheless, this juice, man. Again, cold day, I'm putting on a sweater and I'm going somewhere nice. This will do it. You're not gonna find a woman that tells you you smell bad with a fragrance like this on. You're just not. Now, it may not be one that you want to reach for a lot. It may not be your go-to. But if the objective is for you to smell good, then this is one that will definitely get the job done, and it's inexpensive. I think I paid $19 for this, and it came in a gift set with an aftershave of the same size, and it just smells good. It really does. It really does. Nice, crisp, clean, masculine. Again, no nonsense. Straight to the point. I handle my business. Paul Sebastian. Fine Cologne for Men. This next one is one that I think got a lot of love when it first came out. Not sure exactly when that was, but it's from a very popular house. And the house is Ralph Lauren. And the fragrance is Safari. And again, this is one of those timeless scents. There we go. Just classic scent. The only thing I don't like about this one is just like most Ralph Lauren fragrances, it doesn't last. I can't get this thing to do hardly anything on me as far as longevity and projection. But boy, does it smell good. Again, cold outside. You want to smell good. You want to smell crisp, clean, fresh, masculine, like you know what you're talking about and you know what you're doing. This right here. This is the one. This is the one. Nice little date night fragrance. Because, I mean, you're just trying to get through the date. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to go on no 15-hour adventure. You're just trying to have 3 or 4 hours of fun and go on about your business. Ralph Lauren Safari. Nice, masculine, classic, timeless type of scent. Well, we are narrowing this thing down. I got 2 more. From the house of Aramis. It is Havana. And again, this one is similar to Bijan, and it's got that dry lemon citrus type of, where is it? Man, there it is. Where it's got that dry, I had to prime that one, lemony citrus type of vibe, but it's a very dry. It's even drier than Bijan, but it smells good. And this is one that not everybody, and I won't even lie, I haven't really even put a dent in this one. It's very strong. It's very potent. Now, when I say that, you would think it would be one of those fragrances that lasted 12 or 13 hours. It does not. Performance is average. About an hour and a half projection, 4 to 5 hours of longevity. But man, does it smell good. And this is one that I think you could get away with it in the summer if you went easy on the sprays. If you're one of those guys that go hard on the sprays, you're not going to be able to wear this in the summer. You're not. But it does smell expensive. It does smell crisp. It does smell clean. It's got that body to it. It's got some personality. It's just not like a lot of fragrances that you're going to walk into a store and smell today. It's just not. It's just an old school masculine powerhouse type of a fragrance. From Aramis, it is Havana. Last but not least on this list of fragrances, yep, that's all of them, from the house of Guerlain, it is Rouge. And this one has an interesting story behind it. This fragrance was made, that smells nice, for men, because men were wearing Guerlain's Shalimar. So they had to come up with something for the men. So this is essentially a men's version of Shalimar. And again, it's that old school classic, gentlemanly, slightly powdery, slightly barbershop, slightly fresh type of scent that most women are going to love. Now, again, you're not going to find people pushing it because it's not a, what is it, ISO E Super Bomb. It's not a Ambroxan Bomb. It's not triple fruity. It's not aquatic. No, it's not. It's straight up unapologetic, in your face man juice. That's what you get with this. Bam, right there. That's what you get. You don't like it, don't wear it. But if you like that type of vibe and that type of energy, that's what you need right here. Have to peek around that bad boy, because when he come in the room, he letting people know he here. Nice fragrance. I like it. I picked this up off Macari, cheap, maybe $13 or something. It was really, really cheap. But I enjoy it. Now, I didn't put that dent in there though, but I did. I have worn it a few times, but I didn't put the dent in there. I ain't gonna claim that. But nonetheless, it is a great smelling fragrance and I like it. I think it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and I think you will like it too. Man, this has been a fun video. I've enjoyed this video because I like fragrances. As I age, I'll be 46 my birthday. I know I don't look it. I know I don't look it. And if I cut this beard off, y'all gonna be sitting up there thinking, Cal, you didn't start doing reviews. I'm gonna have to tell myself, Caillou. I promise. If I cut this beard off, the boy look 12, 13 years old. For real. So I can't cut the beard off, and I ain't gonna dye that gray. I'm gonna just leave it like it is. I earned that stuff. I'm gonna just let it rock. You feel me? So, but I like these type of fragrances, and I think a lot of it is because, as I stated, 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't have worn most of these, except for the Paul Sebastian and the Ellis and the Versace Dreamer. The rest of them I probably wouldn't have worn. But now I like them because I'm coming into that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 46 in December, you know? It's almost 50. What? I'll be old like Sam. Man. Whew. That's something crazy to think about. But nonetheless, I'm starting to enjoy fragrances more for what they are. I've never been the type of guy that follows down that rabbit hole or goes on that rabbit hole of popularity. I like what I like. That's always been me. From the clothes I wear to the car I drive, it's always been about what I like, not about what is popular, what everybody else likes. But anyway, I digress from that. Man, thank y'all for sitting through this video. It has been wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed it. Also, y'all know what to do. Please, please, please be active in the comment section. That's what they are there for. Yeah, and with that being said, I'm going to jump off of here. Do the thing. I got to get a thumbnail ready, something like this. Get me a thumbnail together, edit this video, get it up so you guys can see it. But I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day, a wonderful day. And until next time, God bless you all, and I love you all. Peace.